Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Moin. Hello. That tire man is Jerry. Oh,
Bertie, you bit slapping cunts.
the otters have gone and now are promoting Erdinger.
Yes, more importantly, Jurgen Klopp took over Liverpool on this day in 2015.
So you're still in mourning.
No, morning. That's a celebration.
Hello, Dr. Elegant, what's up, Dutch?
I will, Crispin.
Sup, Dutcher?
Crispin.
Hazy boy. Orinoco is Crispin. Hey, Zoipinhead.
Look at those.
Hellos.
People's names. Doing things with stuff. Never catch on.
Can you remember that I told you that I had won a contest on the
Bot War?
Bot War
Trader's
stuff?
Galaxy? Yes.
It arrived today.
Is it a plaster cast of Anthony's testicles? Did he drop his plums in some silicon and send you a couple of ripe kiwis?
That would be a interesting thing. No, it's a look.
Oh, it's Leviathan. Oh, he's up there. I can't reach him right now because there's all sorts of shit between me and him.
But it's not only Leviathan. There's another miniature from Rising Democracy.
Oh, the 28mm. Cool. Who'd you get? Anybody interested? One of the punchy people. I should really finish off painting my...
Steel Hyenas.
Ah, fuck those guys.
And then there's another one in there, which is... I can't tell what's it called, because it's a snaky boy with... So lower part is a snake, and the upper part is human with 4 arms.
Fork handles. Handles from a fork. Sounds like one of his sci-fi miniatures.
No, it looks more fantasy. Has a spear, 4 arms, and a snake tail for... And also the label only says Trader's Galaxy, so...
Yes.
Whatever.
And
And then there's resin in yellow. And more yellow resin.
Well, they'll all be Leviathan.
And
Leviathan, say...
Yeah, I'm guessing as much.
That
will be
combiner
an
for
interesting assembly.
Atlanticans.
Yeah, sadly, it's a. I have
Hey,
the
Jill.
feeling that he intentionally sent me this big one for a faction I don't have yet, so I might be in need of buying another faction.
I'd wait till you read Bot Wars 3.
Oh.
Because the Atlanticans have undergone a major change.
Did they?
Yes.
Well,
Most of their bots went away.
well, then I should wait on that.
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Kebab. Welcome.
Say hello to Jill. You're a terrible bastard.
What? Oh, yeah, they're still. So, sorry.
Outrageous.
Sorry.
She just can't get the staff. It's an outrage.
A staff? No, don't have a staff here. Also, in case Tuffy is listening, Tuffy, I got the box to pack up your stuff. Because I'm going to ship some
Zorg.
boats. No, wrong way around.
Boats. So many boats. It's battle for the Pacific.
Yeah.
Courtesy of World of Warships. Buy some boats. Sell your banking details to Vladimir Putin. Boats.
Yeah, well, those will be making the way to Tuffy in the coming days.
Probably have glasses somewhere. Oh, I do.
Oh, why would you need glasses for?
Sees me squinting. Wow.
Squinting.
Fucking wow.
And we can see your monitor.
Have I recovered from all the week's jail? No. No, I haven't. The last week hasn't even got out yet. We only finished filming it. I think it was out next week.
The film that goes out. Yeah, no rigging on those boats.
No, the rig boats. It's a dreadful waste of everybody's time and effort. Where'd I just put those fucking tablets? Oh, there. Do. Local to the unfashionable end of the Western Spiral Arm. Well, you know. It's where all the cool restaurants are. At least until somebody puts a highway through it. Not that I'll be worried about the boring end of the Western Spiral Arm, because I'll be schlocking.
Star schlock.
Schlocking all over the fucking place. You gas cans.
Star schlocking across the universe on the spaceship. Enterprise. Legally distinct.
There is a name for the spaceship in Star Schlock. Oh, under Captain Kurt.
Also legally distinct.
Yes, very distinct, 100% distinct. If I grab my Galaxy Guide, it will tell me. The Achilles, the Explorer Corps Science
Does
Cruiser.
it have a heel?
No, but its nacelles are upside down.
Oh god.
So
Ships-
it's like if somebody put the saucer section on their Klingon bird of prey, there's no way this background will let you see that.
Almost
is there?
not. No.
No, there you go. So it looks just like that.
Oh, we can see these cells.
Oh, hey.
It's gone.
So yes, I'm looking forward to it. I have fucking no idea what I bought quite a lot of it from the Americas, but not all of it, because all of it was a ridiculous price. So I cut myself off at like
Enough.
$300 maybe. I went, that'll do me. I'll stop there. I won't go for everything. So now I need to work out whether or not I think I can make relevant gangs out of staff with people. Because I got big-headed things for Lloyd.
A fun little
Beef heads.
story.
Yes.
You remember the last Fugu Kickstarter?
Rad Tracks
No,
was the last one.
The one that just closed down. The small.
Oh, the charcoal one.
Charcoal
the
one, yeah.
Charred Earth.
I was back on #1 with a whole pound just to annoy
Yes.
him with messages, and today was survey collection,
Yes.
and I said thanks. That's all. Also, where's my Brock?
That's harsh.
He replied,
They tell you to go fuck yourself.
no. He said, yeah, there's a Brock possibility. It's low on the list. Currently, we need to take a breather.
It'll never happen.
He
Probably just
didn't
doing
say
that
no.
Because at this stage, you're getting very close to the textbook definition of online harassment. I think at that point, really, aren't you?
Nah.
Paid $1 just so I can harass you with private messages.
It's a pound, not a dollar.
What's this? Isn't everything dollars on that fucking site?
Nope, it's not.
Shocking. I've not read the book yet, Ewok, so I can't tell you. But you know, I'm sure it'll be in there somewhere.
It will be a 5-week mission because nobody has time for 5-year mission anymore.
It's
Also,
difficult.
funding has been cut.
Difficult to say. In many respects, my lack of knowledge about Greek mythos is my Achilles knee.
Just don't cut your hair. Was
Good
it
old
Samson?
Samson.
Yeah.
Yes. When Delilah screamed, "I've cut it off," his hair wasn't the first thing he checked. Good times.
Yeah. And
So I've got
speaking of-
Starschlag. So yeah.
and while we are on the subject of Greek myths, allegedly next Netflix has cancelled Chaos. Oh, Halo. Oh,
Yeah, I've heard that, but since I've not watched any of it, I don't care.
it's a
So I
shame.
probably just won't watch any of it. That way I won't get annoyed.
I didn't think there would be a second season. It felt pretty closed-up story arc, so
Yeah,
good.
but how's that go? In Hollywood, why would they do that? Surely they wanted to do another series. Surely.
Maybe Jeff Goldblum said, "I can't be arsed."
Yeah, well, he went, find another way.
Ulysses 31. Yes, Steven Sub, that's a nice little blast from the past. Ulysses.
Fucking Nunu, or whatever the fuck it was called.
All the frozen people and, yeah. The
Yeah, but
annoying little robot.
they were mostly Andorrans, so nobody really cares. They can be as frozen as they want to be. Blue bastards. Oh my god. Anyway, so yeah. Netflix really wants to do a second season. Yeah, I mean, they never gave us a second season of Tiger King, and we were all hoping for that.
Did we?
No, I don't think so. Did they? Everybody wants that, Demon. I was shocked we got a first season of it, to be brutally honest. Especially a first season that stuck so close to the original. Had the Muppets and didn't fuck everything. Which isn't generally how they do things these days.
No.
So I can imagine we're never getting a second season of that.
I'm guessing that was just an accident.
You should always watch The Penguin. It's good. Although not on Netflix, which probably explains it.
Jim Henson Company's trying to sort things out without Netflix. Well, that would be best.
To be pretty honest, they could probably just go to Kickstarter.
Yeah.
And just do it themselves and then not worry about distribution. Just go, there you go. We're going to fuck it up wherever.
But the
for
tech
free.
is there. Hello,
stick on
Klutz.
to YouTube or something after they're done.
Yeah. So, do we want to look at other people's paint shops?
Nah,
Okay.
I'm good. Good, thanks.
Okay. I'm going to have a nap then.
Curious, I've just started watching Ludwig with one half of the Mitchell and Webb. Second season of Rings Apart isn't as bad as the first. Really? I've heard terrible things about it.
That's all very relative. Let's go see. So
That is true. There's a miniatures company for rating people's paint jobs.
there's a project.
Yeah, I want to know what the crack is with this. I want to know, first of all, why you've got the world's most geometrically precise buildings. They look too precise.
Well, that's
it's the uncanny valley. It's Princess Leia's gums.
It's these. And let me tell you, they are not as precise as you might think.
I mean, the pictures in the Kickstarter.
The pictures
you can click on there
are grand, yes.
They're incredibly, everything's so fucking sharp and crisp and clean and
then you're looking at the backside. I'm pretty sure this is not showing up.
No. I mean, you're very far away and small.
So there's a divot in it. This is barely fitting. So there's a lot of shrinkage within the mold.
Oh yeah, because it forms a meniscus, but it's like a railway type building, isn't it? Nobody goes inside it, so you don't care. It's all about the outside.
But then again, there's windows.
Yeah, but they were all painted, weren't they? There was no see-through windows.
No, not really. But you could make them see-through by the means of grillage, I guess.
I mean, you can if you want. Seems excessive. Oh,
Yeah,
no, hang on. Those ones' windows have all been pushed in, like somebody's back doors.
I'm still very much undecided. As I said, this thing has been sitting in my closet for 7 years now.
Yeah, I can see why. Look at them. Look at them.
I really dread. Let's go back.
All pieces are made from high-quality resin, designed and produced in Germany.
Yeah, let's see. That's how they should look And
Yes.
they're done. And let's say, I think this terrain series never went very far. I can't remember if that actually got a production run after the Kickstarter in any way, shape, or form.
I mean, it's fascinating. Is this for this terrain fest thing?
It's a possibility, eventually, maybe, perhaps.
Why would you bother?
I don't know.
You could just do what Pagan 8 said. Did you see that? For those of you who haven't seen his comment, it went something to the effect of, somebody went, "Oh, I don't think I'll win the big prize, but I'll just do it for myself." And his response was, "I don't think I'll do one either, so I might just do a project for myself and keep it private." And all I could think was, yeah, that's how communities work, isn't it? Fuck everyone else. Fuck me, miserable son of a bitch. And if you're watching, you're a miserable son of a bitch. So yeah, I look forward to everybody else following suit and all doing their own individual Train Fest projects, and then not sharing them with the community, because fuck community. I've reached peak what the fuck with some people.
Yeah, it's
No, Jill, it's madness, isn't it? It's normally a ray of sunshine streaming through the curtains on every comment made.
there seems to be an influx on that on certain people for whatever reason.
That one just, I mean, it took me to the fair. It was literally, yeah, I'll do it, but I won't even let anybody else see it. So, well, why fucking do it?
And
Why
mention
even
it?
fucking bother? Why not just fuck off?
I mean,
yeah, it's grand.
just going by this year numbers game, yeah, potentially you won't win because there's only one prize to go around. But why is that the main reason to do anything? If you're doing it for the money, go professional.
Is it the dark, depressing season? I don't think so.
Not yet. That's still a month away, more or less.
We've had that Northern Light shit going on here. That's how bright. It's all been red and green and stuff. It's been very festive. Even the sky is doing Christmas early. Yes, dark. You can indeed.
Technically correct.
I will say there's an Australian that may have to be beaten to within an inch of his life. No, we haven't had a bus fall over in literally a day, so it's been quite good.
Oh,
to be fair, it was going from Strangford College up to Bangor, so no real people were hurt. Just Bangorese.
You're very kind today again, aren't you?
Have we worked out how many Wayland dice you can win? I've got a box full of Wayland dice. And then Warren went, I've got Wayland to send us some more starter armies and extra dice and packs of cards over. So please stop. We have more dice cards than we will ever need for any amount of people playing that game in the studio. Please, please. You need to stop.
I almost said you could just add these dice randomly to parcels you send out, but you don't.
We're not sending parcels out anymore, no. Like, fuck for that. Look, they're everywhere. There's a fucking bag of them there. There's a box of them somewhere where I've collected all the other random bags and put them in. Like, I've got like fucking 56 canting bags of dice at the moment.
You could build terrain from dice. Make a dice tower.
Path to Dystopia. Would that be good?
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's ever seen my Crown Fleet, have they? When they were releasing Sturginium Skies? Yeah, Sturginium, the 2-player starter set. John painted the big flying ship or whatever, and then painted the German fleet that was in there. But we'd already had an Imperium fleet, so I painted about 3 Crown fleets to go with it. And then Chris arrived over and I'm going, here's what I've done for the Crown. Is that enough? And he went, oh my God. This is far, far too much. So, yeah, I should do that.
Yeah,
Just
so
want more impressions.
Terrain Fest is happening. I'm still all the fuck out of ideas, and
Could do some Fugu.
God, fuck, you're right.
You have Fugu, don't you?
Yes.
Did you get the rad track stuff? I've
No,
got it behind me
that one I
somewhere. It's
skipped.
buried.
No, the
I don't even know
last
why
one
I
I
got
had
that.
was
I don't even play any of those
the
games.
with the little chicken hut and the round hat.
Ooh, yes.
Those were...
Which is literally sitting in next door, actually. So he got my way recently. He was like, I will put you here. You could do that. I could do something clever. I won't. Might make some hills. I might amuse myself and make a set of hills and bring them down, just so we've got fucking hills to play on.
Make a volcano that goes up in smoke.
Gonna solder tiny wires. Ooh.
I know.
Have you, Jill? I suppose partly depends on what you're attempting to do. There is a metallic paint that you can use to actually paint your electrical lines in.
People have used that en masse for lightsabers on Legion models.
Yeah, so it would save you not having to solder. You could literally fucking prime it in that metal color and then paint over the top. Because as long as your connection goes down before you put the paint on, you've got a connection from one end of the model to the other. Anyway, I'll leave you to think that one over. You can get back to me.
Answers on a postcard. So, first proper project of the evening, please.
Right. Hang on a minute. I remember I don't have to do this. I can just, do it all with the mouse. Well done, me.
Ugleb.
Ugleb doing Kings of War.
And I
with
thought
his
he was just
Heflings.
doing the lawn.
Well, yes, that is the harvester. It's all about the harvesting. It's Mr. Grimm. He's come about the reaping. I will apologise for yawning. I've been sleeping 12 to 14 hours a night since I've come down with this fucking cold, and I'm still tired. So yes, additional things to be added into the Heflings for his Hefling army. There is a army list that he's working on as well, which we'll get to in a minute. But I quite like the fact that he's went, because my bases are all mad, garish colours, then I'm also going to go with a big purple troll instead of a green troll. That's his 2,300 point list, which he was playing against his brother. I will say one thing about his list. Ugleb, if you're watching, relentless on your ranged units. It's a bit of a waste of points because it doesn't work for ranged, it only works for melee attacks. I'd save the points and buy yourself a nice magic item for your stalwarts. Anyway, so he was up against his brother's filthy ratkin. But look at the majesticness of a 6x4 with two Kings of War armies coming at him, including Scudslads, the demon spawn of the EU, the winged rat, lurking in the background. I also quite like his brother's army. I want pictures of that, Ugg, if you're ever watching, by the way. Because it looks like they're breaking through walls and being all tunnely and ratty.
Yeah, also some sewage.
Yep. I like all of that, and I want to see more of it. So I'm not sure where your brother posts his stuff. Probably nowhere. What a bastard. Could you imagine that? Bastard. Anyway. So yes, two magnificent armies slapping like two slabs of meat in the middle of the battlefield. It's all good in the hood. It's what King's War is all about. Look at them. Look at it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I can't remember what matchup they said they were playing. Stockpile, was it? Doesn't say. Yeah, not sure what the actual scenario was.
Oh, look, a close-up on the...
Yes, you can see why.
Oh, it's 3D printed! Ah, yeah. All's to gone. All's to shit. Oh no. 3D printed walls, no.
Has to be done. Well, it doesn't actually, but that's what the kids do these days. They do it when nobody's looking.
Some clashing.
A mutant rat fiend getting done up like a kipper by a unit of juggers, which I imagine are the ones with the J boots, and if not, then they are fucked. And a big unit of aeronauts bouncing. I say big unit, it's the only size they come in. It's one size fits all of hot air ballooning death. If they do not have the J boots, which is Sir Jesse's boots of striding for kids playing along at home, which will remove the hindered nature of charging through terrain, then they are going to bounce off that mutant rat fiend and get eaten. They're all going to get shish kebabbed on their own lances, right up their shit pipes. Yes, I did, Jab. I'm not fucking ordering it. I'll tell you why. Because I've got 3 of them already, 2 of the armies, plus I already had a Northern Alliance army from before they made those new plastics, and none of them are off ink sprues. So I refused to, although I came very close. It was in my shopping cart at one point.
I know. Terrible shopping cart.
Yeah, but then thankfully I managed to fight that off. But yeah, that is a fucking bargain, especially just for the 2 big death chickens. The Frostwings. Frostwings, a bunch of racist elves, and off you go.
Apparently there's 0 items in my basket because, nothing in stock.
Nothing in stock.
Yeah, I've got email notifications running for the next 2 units for Star Wars Legion and for the Armored Clash stuff. And nothing has shown up yet.
It's probably because it's going to a fire sale, mate.
Armored Clash does a fire sale?
No, Star Wars Legion.
No, I don't think so.
We all think so. Did I have 3D printed steel bridge? No. No. Armored Clash. Even Tauros has gone to Armored Clash. It's fucking madness.
Yeah, I've heard him complain about the instructions not being very good.
Yeah, he managed to download a PDF, but didn't download one page out of the PDF. I don't even know how that's fucking possible.
For some odd reason, something similar happened in the Star Wars Legion face page group where somebody said, "Oh, I downloaded the PDF, but only half the pictures are in it." What?
That's really weird. Is this a new feature coming from Adobe then?
He actually showed the picture of a screenshot of his phone, and I'm guessing maybe these PDFs have been created in a way that some PDF apps are not really playing ball with them.
Maybe Adobe's AI is just approaching the singularity. It's just starting to kick the shit out of people. Anyway,
the AI is starting to getting sentient. It's just trying to see what annoys people the most.
Yes. But that aside, some nice paint job once again from Uglub and a battle report, even if he did get hooked up by his brother.
It's a bit late for the Sprinkling Hobby Challenge, but who cares?
What's that?
His related contest of the project.
Oh, that's because he's never switched it off.
Oh.
I imagine if you go in, quite a lot of people haven't switched that off.
Potentially not, no.
That's why I demand new ones to be made for every year.
Which is reasonable.
Yes.
Even if people would switch them off, they would switch them on again, and you wouldn't know if this is a new entry or something old.
Oh, well, the date on it gives me a big help.
Yeah, but you have to click before seeing the date, and that's all very...
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Additional work.
I do it anyway.
Yeah.
Because people lie to me. People
Why?
lie.
Why are people lying?
I don't know.
People are terrible.
I really want to play more Kings of War right fucking now.
I got
invited on Kings of War podcast the other week. That was fun. I just got to speak about Kings of War Mantic for about 3 hours. It was class.
And nobody stopped you.
Yep, Damon. Nobody does. That's why. That's why I went Sprinkling Challenge. I wanted 2023 or 2024 because first time round that I was looking at them, there was one sitting from the previous year or 2 years because it was just sprinkling challenge with no date attached, no year.
Mm.
I was just like, yeah, these are a bastard to fucking filter.
Still waiting for my approval for the Armored Clash group, face page group.
Right, have you got one of those?
It says it's the official Armored Clash community, but nobody seems to be monitoring that thing.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, if it is, people from Waylaid are all the way home.
I'm waiting for 8 hours now.
Yeah, other things to do.
What's more important than catering to your community?
Probably packing boxes and shipping orders out. There's no way there's somebody sitting there and their job is
Fair
just to
enough.
monitor that.
Fair enough. Yeah, and it's only 667 members currently.
How far away from that pint is Jerry? What one? Who? What? What pint? I'm
I
getting
think
pint.
he's referring to the half-liter beer in the background. I'm guessing.
Jurgens. Oh, I can't touch Jurgens. That would be terrible.
Let's go to the next terrible project then, since Uglips has been done. Teeny Oldhammer by Fearlock.
Yes.
How tiny is tiny?
10 mil.
That's tiny.
Yes. Not the tiniest, obviously, which is 2/3 mil, which, as we discovered in my extensive interview with Peter Dennis, that he actually invented 2 mil. I know that because I've seen the whole interview because I was there. You just don't know that because my editor cut me off after I stopped talking about Bolt Action during Bolt Action Week. I remain incredibly disappointed. Anyway, whole host of stuff. Lloyd went, here's the thing on wherever the fuck they edit in. Here's the timeline. Then he'd highlighted like 3/4 of it in yellow. I went, none of this talks about Bolt Action. This bit does. None of this does. So I'm just going to remove all of the stuff that isn't about Bolt Action for Bolt Action Week. But it's fucking great.
As long as he didn't delete the material and it's
Oh,
still
no,
coming out at some point.
I've still got it. It's still coming out. Was it? To be honest, I don't watch it back, Jill, because I don't like the sound of my own voice. So I have no idea where it cut. I imagine it's just cut mid word, is it? It's just me going, but
Sudden insertion of a technical difficulties. Can we get a backstage extended cut?
there's. I know they're putting it out. I know Warren's talking about putting it out as backstage. I really don't want it to go out as backstage because there's a ton of Peter Dennis fans who want to see it who aren't backstagers as well. But at this stage, I don't really care how it goes out.
Well,
of course,
it could always find its way into the big internet lending library.
Well, yeah, if it takes its sweet fucking time, it'll find itself on a YouTube channel. Because I can just download the fucking thing from River myself. There won't be any editing in that.
And you can make a very catchy YouTube title. Raw and Uncensored. The Uncut Interview.
The interview the editors didn't want you to see.
And the thumbnail says what OTT is trying to hide from you.
Oh, yeah, things like that. Any of that. All of that. Oh, fucking back. Anyway, so whole host of tiny racist elves in the medium of 10mm from Firelock. Quite like the Reverie Knights and the Phoenix Guard. These days, you don't see a lot of you don't see a lot of actual GW metals doing the rounds. It all seems to be Forest Dragon 3D prints and stuff like that, whereas these are the original metals. And I really like them. I particularly like the fact that he's also maintained his color scheme across from his 28mm army, which
Well,
he
why
uses for Kings
reinvent
of
the
War.
wheel?
Well, yeah, means he's got very, very small for playing campaign games, and then big, big, big.
Just look at the gem work on those.
Yes, it's very nice. Yeah, I hadn't realized until we were talking, because he is every chapter. There's like 27 chapter pages of art, and I thought that they were part of it as well, but no, they were all just older stuff. It was just all reused. So it was just the bolt action Ardennes boxy setty thing.
The Osprey Landing library feels a bit cheeky.
Well, I'm going to say he definitely didn't say it in the one that went out, but he's retired now from Walad. He's just going to be doing his own stuff, just going to be doing the paper boys and the occasional other bits and pieces. Oh, fuck yeah. Tons of it.
And if they don't have enough in the archives, I'm guessing there will be some large language model / AI doing their bidding.
Considering how shit AI is, no.
Well, it seems like some people don't have a problem with putting those pictures everywhere.
Oh yeah, lots of people don't, but people picking up an Osprey book for armor or a warrior series book or whatever, generally after some form of accuracy in the equipment and plates that they have. And I mean, AI won't do that. AI will give you 6 fingers and stick a fucking tiger turret on top of the Thunder tank from Thundercats.
Oh, grand.
So, so yeah, it'll be a long, long time before AI does it.
Oh, here's hoping then.
Yeah, he's got glaucoma, Jam, which is one of the reasons why he's retired from Walad and Osprey. So he's just gone, I'm just going to spend my time doing the paper boys. Yeah, enjoy myself in my semi-retirement until my eyes give up the ghost. So anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Armored Class box feels clean and digital. I'd love to see the Peter Dennis version, says James Kunz.
Jam. Probably is. Right, and that's very digital. Yep. Well, not as digital as the other things. Fuck me, they weigh a ton as well. Bring them all the fuck up to the studio tomorrow.
So, after Mr. Firelocks, tiny hammers.
Tiniest of tiny things.
Or small nails. Where do we go?
I thought we'd take a look at what Cat's up to.
Lovecraft 2020.
It's amazing.
Clay and pavement tiles. Oh no, this looks like a terrain build. Oh no!
Yep.
Why are you doing this to me? People with ideas for terrain fast. Oh.
If you go right to the bottom, I probably should have reversed this, but I'll just let you scroll down because people enjoy that. So just like spin it right to the. Don't even open anything. Go right to the bottom as quick as you can. Zoom all the way. Zoom.
Oh god, I'm getting dizzy. Oh, there's a box.
Yes. So he starts off with his cunning plan, which is to be some sort of ruined tower type thing, and then mocks it up via the medium of cardboard boxes and cereal packets. I think that's
clever.
That's some sort of thing, isn't it? Super squeezy. I don't know what that is. Orange juice? Apple juice. Oh,
some
apple
kind
juice. Oh, 12 sachets. Oh, it's like
oh, that squishy stuff.
Capri Sun. It's a different version of it though. Anyway, let's not get focused too heavily on the Capri-Sun box that you used. So the plan is to rebuild this in mostly foam, although there will be some clay being used as well, and what appears to be.
Yes, Dutch Capri-Sun still exists.
Oh,
Now
of
you
course,
want
that's
about
baseballs.
it needs to be a new project as a setup. But I think Ben has stepped down from it. Has to be a completely new stuff, but it needs to be a dedicated project. Unless Jerry's correcting me here, but
I'm not even talking about it. I'm not paying attention to it. I don't care. I'll care at the end of it. If I go in and find a terrain project that is 90% done 3 years ago, and then somebody's done one post to finish it off, chances are they're not going to get fucking very high up there, are they? Because I'd mostly like to see things done specifically for Terrain Fest. But anyway, I digress.
bricks, doing bricks. Yeah, I know that brickwork.
Yes, a lot of bricks. Oh, you completely threw me off. Where was I at? I was talking about the mosaicing on his tiled floor using the lino offcut,
Yes.
which is a draw liner, which is really nice if you want to do a tiled floor. I'm not sure how well they take paint, though. I know Pete has used a drawer liner before. I fear for the repelling nature, because presumably they are drawer liners because they are easily cleaned when you throw stuff in there.
Unless it's too aggressive, I'd go with a self-etching carb primer. Those stick like mad.
Stink on Quim. Anyway, so yes, he is currently chopping all the bricks at a rough size, roughly 5 by 5 by 10. However, not
put him in the
using
bin and chuck him with rocks to make him look good.
not using specific jigs, so not everything is perfect. But yeah,
It'll
I'm curious to see where this is
a
going.
natural stone look.
Well, yeah, to a certain extent, the little bumpy little XPS-ness of it all. Giant elven treehouse, you say? With my reputation. Look at that bark. Ah, what? Outrageous.
He's off to a good start. I got to admit that.
Yep. And considering no opposable thumbs, because he's a cat. Yeah, we're all gutted that he put caps over the drinks holders. So now you can't put your drinks on them. I mean, what's that even for? That's don't worry, mate. If you're in the Housewater #best house, you would know. But you're not. So fuck you. Just how that goes.
Are we now racist, father?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
Don't have much time. Could be racist on a Tuesday night.
Yes, Mr. Lovecraft. Nice work you done. I mean, the foundation work is relatively easily done, I guess. Now I'm wondering how he will make up the weird freestanding walls.
Balancing cats. Oh. Could go either way.
Kitty litter.
Sudden echo, like the dolphin.
Echo, who is also a dolphin. Big Grim boarding action. I've heard that before. Wasn't
Yes.
that some kind of weird Games Workshop game?
Sure. We looked at this a while ago, and then he got a golden butt ding. I think because we looked at it. However, he has subsequently done a whole other set of the terrain, which is fucking insanity. I'd be hard pressed to do the first set. Never mind the second set.
Oh, fucking hell.
Blimey, and if you will, Charlie. But it does mean that his local games club now are sorted for all
time
of the boarding action. You could board all of the ships in the Imperium.
And how colourful it is, even though it should be grimdark.
Bad, Jill, bad. That is grimdark.
No, doesn't sound like a sci-fi porno.
Yes, it does. 100%. It's just like,
yes,
you just see very slowly moving in 2001 style with no sound as the umbilical attaches, and then there's like the kadunk kadunk, and then as it pressurizes, and then somebody comes up and they put their ear to the hatch on the inside, all you can hear is wow wow wow. Heard you ordered some space pizza. Wow.
What's it called? The Pornhub jingle that people tend to prank other people with.
Oh, I wouldn't know, mate.
Oh, now you're lying.
I'm solely an ex-hamster kind of guy.
You have seen the memes on 9gag, so I know you know it.
Commit stalking. See, this writes itself.
Yeah.
In fact, we could just stop doing the rest of the show. We'll just spend our time scripting big, grim boarding action porno.
Flash Gordon.
They made a sequel of that.
Bigger pants needed.
So apart from all of the frippery that is 2 full sets of boarding actionness, there's also a set of turnip haters being done for the old chaos. Is that lashing in your pocket? Oh my god.
Or are you just happy to see me?
Will say, because somebody told said in the XLBS comments that my pledge is no longer available, and I went, I'm sure there must be another one then. If they've stopped doing one floor polish, they wouldn't have decided to get out of the floor polish game, because people still have floors. And lo and behold, in Big Grim's project here is Pledge Beautify It multi-surface floor polish. So that is the new version. You can see it on the big banner page as well. So if anybody's wondering what Pledge Revive It has been replaced with, it's been replaced with Beautify It. There you are. No, you don't need to pay £70 or whatever people are eBay scalping the shit out of modelers for. You can buy that for like £4, I think.
Yeah, hobby tax, and then there's stupid tax.
Yep. Oh, plenty of that. Absolute dirty bastards. $3.98. There you go. See? You can keep the 2 pence.
Hello, Nick. Flash Gordon meets the cosmic cheerleaders. Right between the legs.
We've all been there.
I haven't. I don't know any cheerleaders. Not to my knowledge, at least.
Sure you do. Just fooling yourself.
Only one, but he's a pin man. What is he doing? The Brotherhood of Venice?
Probably done.
Looks like a dabbing crew. Are they going to drop an album?
Yeah. I'd imagine so. So these are the Shet assassins from Assassin's Creed.
The apprentices?
Yeah. You say apprentice, I say Shet assassins. If you are playing through, you have named characters. If you fail a mission, you replay it with a shit character instead. And then sort of fail forward It does mean you end up playing the same mission too many times, if you ask me, but hey ho, that's how they chose to recreate the annoyance of Assassin's Creed. Remember when it used to be a good game?
Nope,
I mean,
never played it.
it was a long fucking time ago, but
That's a
even
game series
even then, it
I
was
never touched.
it was amusing at the start. Unfortunately, most of it was terrible, terrible garbage.
That's a way to keep your miniatures.
Yep. I just leave them in the tray. Fuck it. It is a board game after all, so you don't really take them out and losing them.
Now I know what the one of these big grimdark space marines that are not space marines that have been posted on OTT today remind me of. It's these buggers down here.
Space Marine that isn't a Space Marine.
Yeah, I can't remember what the actual news article was.
Oh, well, I'll have to have a look because I'm curious now.
Hang on.
No, not by curious, you understand. Stormcast.
Nah,
Sigmary.
wasn't a Games Workshop product. Was a different company. Valkyrie Storm from Wargames Atlantic. Iron Core.
Oh, the Iron Core stuff.
Yeah, the helmet. I somehow thought I've seen those before. They look like this.
Yeah, well, you would have because they're based on a medieval helmet.
Yeah.
It's because they're very Teutonic. They aren't. They're Papal Guard. They're Swiss, but you know, can't have everything.
The flag is a big plus.
That's the one.
Please.
There's an upcoming one set Japan. Yeah.
Yeah, with a black samurai ninja thingamajig. And,
Yeah, Jam. They went like this. I think it was like Assassin's Creed 2. Somebody pointed out that the crossbow they were using wasn't period. They didn't have that type of crossbow at that stage. They went, we've listened to you and we're removing the crossbow to make it historically accurate. And then after that, they just went, who can be fucked? I went, let's just have fucking people in Atlantis and space ninjas and all sorts of. It's just turned into it's turned into a meme of itself.
I think the last positive thing I've heard from Assassin's Creed was when there was the fire in Paris and they did the educational version of Assassin's Creed, where you could just walk around and not fight into anything.
I missed that one altogether.
It's been some years now, so.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, Dutch. Yeah. I mean, if you're going to be an assassin in a monoculture, then definitely be a 6-foot-tall black assassin.
Yep.
That is the best way to do that. Fucking seamlessly blending in. But yeah, no, it's all gone to horseshit. Anyway, this is from when it was less
horseshit. The game
horseshit.
because the Star Wars game didn't perform as well. Now they're scared.
I mean, considering the amount of games that are just being shat out, and that is the most polite way I can put. Just go, here's a game that we're going to shit out. We're not going to worry about gameplay, story, or anything else. We're just going to expect you all to suck it the fuck up.
It's a big, well-loved IP. You want it, take it. Give us your monies.
Thief games. Do I know what a thief game is? I don't know.
Thief was a very early adaptation of the concept of going sneaky, stealthy.
Oh, then I don't. To be fair,
you had water arrows to put out light sources, and then you could sneak up on guards and just
holy shit balls,
murder them dead.
If
I remember correctly.
Yeah. Video games that I'm aware of are few and far between. I mostly don't see a point in video games. Asteroids was good. Like that. Liked Asteroids. And Chaos, obviously, was amazeballs.
Recycling center simulator. The simulator scene is getting absurd.
Late 90s, yeah. No, I definitely wouldn't have seen anything from the late 90s. Had enough problems fucking interacting with reality in the late 90s.
But isn't video games the solution to not interact?
It would have required me to be sober enough to find a controller and point it at a TV.
That's a valid point.
Well, I didn't really see the point in that. Anyway.
Kerbal Space Program, yeah, that's a nice one. Applied physics in a video game with stupid little miniature minions. And people making a living on YouTube on those videos.
Not to be confused with Curbsy, which is different. I could see it being Curbball.
So
for Curbsy players out there, did you get extra points if you threw it over a car that was driving down the road? I'll just wait for the Scots to respond to that. I've already put the link to the next one in, by the way.
Did you? Oh,
yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
there it is. Elmir, Dystopian Age.
Nice. Yeah, it wasn't going to be long before Elmir / Speed Demon Peyton got his hands on a set, because I think he was getting a set out for play testing or demoing or something. And in the interim, he's managed to already start painting the ever-living shit out of them. So this is what I'm expecting to see from the Arbor Clash peoples.
Tiny Tonks.
Immediate move to halfway for us, even if it didn't hit the other curb. What sort of a fucking toity way of playing is that? Had to hit the curb and you had to still catch it if you wanted proper points out of it. One-handed catches were worth 30.
Since you've built these little tongs, what is your opinion, or how would you judge? Is magnetizing them a hard to do thing, or would that be more on the simple side? To have options. It's hard to tell from looking at the sprues because they seem to be interlocking.
Right. Well, you see, they'll push fit, so interlocking is not an issue.
Mm-hmm.
But you see the front of that one.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got the rear of the gun directly below the windows, where you've got the concentric rings of the barrel sort of interleaved. It would it goes on both builds, so you would just have to magnetize the front, which is the gun on that one, or the big V8 front section for your troop carrier.
Mm-hmm.
The sponsons are different, but at 10 mil, anybody who goes, your sponsons are the wrong shape, throw the head in them. So you wouldn't even have to magnetize the tracks. They'll push in, push out. It could be done. I just think it's a lot of effort. I couldn't be arsed.
I'm going to wait until I've decided on at what point to jump in. Oh, look, he's doing a prison break.
Well, that's for other different things. I think that was for his Battletech stuff, if memory serves.
It reminds me of a stage from the video game. And look at all these parts in the background there. That's all Armored Clash as far as I can see.
Could be, but at the same time, that's only 1.5 regiments, so presumably 2 regiments. Because every unit is 2 sprues. So
the old show off. But he does do a very nice paint job on these extremely tiny miniatures.
Vallejo Color Express is apparently the way to go.
Though I feel
Makes sense
that
to
there
me.
needs to be something on the flag.
Could be.
Just a red flag is a red flag.
I mean, you could paint the butcher's apron. That would probably keep him out of mischief for a couple of hours. Oh, there's a deckhead revving his engine. Hopefully he'll crash. No. Shame. Can't have everything.
His engine will thank him via the means of
Nighty night,
locking up.
demon.
Good night, Mr. Demon. Have a good sleep. It's this season of the very dry air from what you call it, radiators. Apologies.
Very dry air from the radiators. Oh, you've got heat on. I get around that by not having the heat on in my room and all the windows open all the time. You've redeemed little twizzly bits to do Wallad. Oh, that's very clever of you. Did you do that? I've got none of these. I can power up. No, I don't think I will.
Yeah. So after seeing those tiny ones, what's next on our playlist? Hobby Hangout.
Yes.
Again.
Yes.
So this is a multi-purpose project?
Yeah. Mostly just whatever random shit he's working on. Apparently, August was Saga month. So even though he's only just painted these, or posted these rather, they were painted previously. These are Rust Filth. What's that? What are they?
Sexy Lloyds.
Why the fuck do you have sexy Lloyds?
Because I can.
You've gone wrong, mate.
You know, they've been there for months.
Yeah, well, I don't click any of those things. And now I feel justified not clicking them. So yes, he's been working on some stuff for Saga, amongst other things. There's some really nice 8th Army further down for bold action. And then unfortunately he's basing stuff up for Hail Caesar, but you can't have everything. Interesting mix of figures, because I'm fairly certain several of those are courtesy of Footsore. And then there's one chunky fucker in there who I think might be a gripping beaster. Or if he's not gripping beast, he's something particularly odd. I've not seen a man as chunky as that in quite some time. Look at the Wolverines. Hello. Jam, 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 jam. Ooh, Hazy Boy's just subscribed. I imagine that's been forced on him by Jam.
Yeah, James is being generous again. Hazy Boy now has to suffer the consequences.
I have no idea what subscribing means.
I get money, and the one who is subscribed now can use different of those graphics you have.
Right.
Seen.
Oh, okay.
And
There you go.
if I remember correctly, he gifted you one subscription also.
Yeah,
weeks ago,
I've
so-
never clicked on anything, so I've no idea what it did. Just how that works.
Armored Clash Fund.
That's how it goes. Look, Carthaginians.
And even more.
Anyway, Amazon's money. Jeff doesn't need it. Oh, does it get siphoned from Prime in some way?
Yeah, if you connect
Very
your
clever.
Prime subscription with Twitch, you can once a month you can subscribe to any channel, and they will get a subscription payout, and you don't pay anything. So basically, it's free money.
Wow.
I'm doing that with the glorious squirrel that is Homie.
Foamy.
When he's streaming and the month is up, I go in, I spend the Bezos money and say, have the Bezos money, and then I'm off again.
That's the way to do it. Anyway, so
Never let money go to waste.
Glendolyn is he's doing a lot of stuff here, there, and everywhere. obviously some of this is, you're going back much further than me. A lot of mine are already ticked.
Yes, I'm seeing miniatures on numble paints.
I mean, you've got to do something with Humbrol pots, and you may as well use them as miniature holders.
And
I
to be
certainly
fair,
wouldn't.
if they even have some paint still in them, they are very weighty, so they keep your miniatures very good.
Space Peni. Peniciceruses.
Oh, yes.
I should paint my 8th army simply because the radio man has that tiny monkey on top. And I imagine the monkey is the one who delivers the messages because the radios are broken. Don't work in the desert. Go, monkey. Take this note to command. Tell them we need an artillery strike.
But don't
And then
eat any dates.
Then it chitters a bit and then bites somebody. Gives them the rabies.
I think that's what Walla thought when Hobby FX forced a bunch on them.
Yes. That is how it goes.
Yes, Mr. Glenn 92. That's a very interesting collection of stuff.
He's a talented bastard.
I think we need to follow up on this project at some point. I do like especially the way he's got the fading done on the shield and then the transfer. It looks very much...
I think that's probably just because he's dumped a fuckload of wash on it and it's just all dripped down. I think gravity has mostly done that for him.
Why do the work when nature's doing the work for you?
That's it. Gravity, how does that work? But yeah. Anyway. That got me at a bit of a horn for the old saga though.
Do you?
Yes. Monkey called Spank? Probably. Why would it not be?
Mr. Zoppinhead, and he's also into the sagas.
Yes.
Mamertine Mounted Warriors. That's a mouthful.
Yes.
It's a me, Zoppinhead.
So, these are more the Punic War, Age of Hannibal stuff, which is always nice to have. You two can have a whole host of, well, in this case they're Etruscans, but
All the different color schemes on the horses I like.
yeah, I mean, if you've got the time and the effort, why not?
Isn't that a colorful bunch?
Painting some as you speak. Nice. Are they? Yes. Do they have to be? Yes. That's how these things go. I really like the fact that there was no uniformity in a lot of the armies. Fucking hell. Especially when it comes to things like cavalry, because so many cav, with the exception of the Nubians, tended to be nobility who just liked fucking around on horseback. So they tend to be bright, spanky people, which is always good. I also appreciate the fact that he's on nice 25 by 50 mil squares / rectangles. It's good.
Talking about spanky people.
Yes.
That's a light shot.
Well, you know. It's their bootarks. That's how you know the magic's happening, with the bootarks.
They don't even need the tights.
No, they do not. Yeah, Little Big Man Studios are fucking phenomenal for transfers. I seen somebody complaining about the price of them one day.
What is the price?
I can't even remember, but I don't really care. They're pricey.
So but you're paying for quality, aren't you?
Well, it's one of these things. People will go, oh, I'll pay 20 quid for a set of miniatures. And you go, okay. And it's like, here's a figure case to hold your miniatures. It's £70, say. I have no idea what the price is, but whatever it is. And it'll hold all your miniatures. Oh, fuck, £70 a lot. I'll just keep them in a shitty box with some toilet roll and they'll get battered to fuck every week until they're chipped to buggery. They're going, just fucking buy the figure case. Why are you buying constant figures all the time? Likewise with transfers, it's like, oh, they're the third of the price of the models. Yeah, but it's the fucking finishing step. Are you going to hand paint those to that quality on your models? No, you're fucking not, because you can't.
Also,
So,
they're optional, so you don't need to buy them if you
Yeah,
if they...
but it's people who look at it and go, oh, but it costs. Why that? I'd buy them if they were cheaper. You're going, but you're not buying fucking 50 of the. You're not fielding an army of transfers, you melon farmers. It's a fucking finishing touch on the piece of, and the fact that people will look at a model and will go, oh, X, Y, or Z is too expensive. I don't want to pay that much for whatever it is, storage, basing, transfers. But the whole point is to do it the fucking top quality you can, because the enjoyment comes from playing with them for the rest of your fucking life. I hate people so much. If only they were dead. I'd be much happier if they were dead.
Well, at some point they will be.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, 45 quid for a set of 12 or so. So yeah, depending what you're playing.
Feel is that expensive.
No, I've never looked at Little Big Man Studios and thought they were too expensive. They are very much top of the crop for transfers.
Also, if you want to really cheap out on transfers, you buy yourself some transfer paper for your printer and you print them all at home.
Oh, that's a mistake. People only make once. Although, by all means, anybody who thinks that Little Big Man Studio transfers are too expensive, they should fucking try that. But yeah, bases and shield designs on your Ancients really set it off. Spending a couple of extra quid on tufts, flower tufts, and the transfers, and they really fucking look the part. Look at them. Greco-Roman style armor on them, the little bastards coming at you, hiving over the fucking hills. They need punched.
Over the hills and far away.
Going on Night Witch on us. Weird. You're a weird man.
Yes.
I also have to say I really like the historical background that Zoid has added as well. So you get little historical notes about who they are, why they're important, where they came from, dum, all of that sort of thing. Including things that you probably don't even see or won't see because they're not part of the miniatures. So things like the shit-ons, their robes, being worn over one shoulder rather than over both, and bits and bobs like that.
Dave spilled tea at work all over a set of water slide transfers, and now he has Roman numerals and skulls over his work desk.
Good. Have you ever heard, who was your man? Radio DJ Phil Jupitus was on QI talking about making I think a Messerschmitt. And he's going, as a child, trying to apply those water slide transfers with pudgy child fingers, and it didn't work out particularly well, and you ended up going into school covered in swastikas.
Well, that could never happen to me.
You say that, I'll send you some. I'll post your whole rake of swastikas. Don't worry about
I'm
it.
not
You can
going
put
to
them wherever
touch
you want.
those. Not
Put
going
them
to
all
touch
over the
those in
place.
10-foot bowl. Yeah. Speaking of touching other people, where's the next project?
Next one, Trevsy.
Ta-da!
This is just a little one. Because we've seen him way the fuck back in May, and I was like, oh, I've done all of these, I just have to do the last one. And then basing, then he put his finger up his backside and sat on it, getting
and now
no further.
There's one update.
Yes. So I just want people to go back in there and just go, well done, son. Look at the job you're doing. Keep it up. matey boy. I also like the fact that that guy's going absolutely buck-fuck nuts on his table of mentalism. Look, he's managed to get one of the straps off.
Is he still even alive? He's got the Y cut, so technically he should be dead.
You know, dead's a state of mind. Don't worry about it.
If that's the case, then I'm more than dead. But I'm already gone.
But yeah, just a little one because I like the idea of Malifaux. I just don't know if we can ever be arsed getting massively involved in it because there's a lot to get involved in. But yeah, the fact that Trevsy's in there doing a bit, fair fucks to the lad.
Yeah, and judging by the shoes that are sitting in the background, I'm guessing he's got family that's taking up time and attention.
Maybe he just suffers from really bad water retention. And so sometimes he has the smaller shoes and other times his cankles get really big and he has to wear the boots.
That took me a while.
Could go.
But then again, I remembered how my wife was complaining during pregnancy.
See? It's all about the cankles. He has to sleep with his feet resting up the side of the wall.
For all you know, he's a short person. Yeah, true.
That's
that,
true.
Jill.
We just collect shoes from the park. I like that idea, Orinoco. It's good.
He's hiding behind a
Tiny
bench.
feet,
And
no,
whenever
besides
somebody
that.
sits down, he just nicks the shoes and runs away.
Oh, like some sort of fucking hobbying gorilla, knuckling around the place with huge hands and tiny feet.
I can't hobby with these. I can't.
Oh, it's amazing. Oh, I can't wait to see your
like
next project, Trevsy.
Like the stone eater from the Neverending Story going, these are big, strong hands.
Still haven't seen that.
Oh, you're the worst.
I don't think so.
Well, okay, then you're the second worst. If I'm the worst, you're the second worst.
That sounds more respectable.
Okay.
I'm all for that.
Respect my authority! Horatio, the blowing noses.
Yes.
Who has
Still going strong.
and already threatened people with, I've sent paid parcels out for Christmas. The
Oh, getting it
weird
early.
person.
Hassling everyone. I'll teach you. Another saga. This time, Saga Age of Magic. So, there's a couple of interesting bits. Although he is using ones and zeros. Kind of everything. But the big fuck off owl is an interesting idea for his cavalry. Not as interesting as those, though.
The horses and
But the winged seahorse, I'm fairly certain I've seen on heraldry being a French mythological beast. I'm sure there's probably a name for it. They're not right. You two can decide how not right they are. They probably have a name all of their own. But I'm curious as to how these are going to end up with possibly Amazonians mounted on them. Don't know if they're going to go on
hippocampi.
particularly well.
He calls them hippocampi.
Yeah, they're not going to be the Kelpie because they're
Ewok
too
also
weird.
says hippocampus, so I'm guessing hippocampi is the hippocampus singular. We could look things up, but I can't be asked.
Well, hippocampus is part of the brain, isn't it?
Yes, but that never stopped anybody from calling that stuff something. One of the best movies ever.
Seahorse. There you go. Yeah. Body of a horse, the lower body of a fish. that has got wings on it. However, what they've described does not have wings on it, and the Roman mosaics don't. So, yeah, there's the fucking heraldry that I'm aware of there. The seahorse from heraldry is not to be confused with the heraldic hippocampus, which is a natural seahorse. Different. Anyway. Oh, there's one in the Trevi Fountain in Rome. There you go. Next time you're there, you can jump in, walk over to it, and then ride it. Because I know how much the population like to see tourists in that fountain doing shit like that. And while you're there, scoop up some money, put it in your pocket. It's good.
Oh, look, a cuddly beast.
Yes. Oh, we've seen that big British fucking Minotaur before. He's a big, hairy, scary bear. But this time round, it's just about his plans for doing all of the Triton bits, but doing it by the medium of 3D printing.
Not for petting. He's all he does is saying to us we can't pet his toys. Why can't we do that?
Of course you can. That's only a satyr. You're definitely allowed to pet those. I really like them. I really like the centaurs as well, which other people don't like. So.
He said in a high questioning voice, yes. Well, that's a tiny one. At least the picture is. Oh,
Could be.
late.
I was talking about the plastics that match the satyrs. There's a lot of people don't like them because their horse bodies are in scale with the upper torsos, the human-esque torsos.
So more like ponies?
Yeah. But considering the size of horses, that is better. That one there.
I find they do look the part.
Well, it makes more sense than having a Shire horse-sized horse with a human torso scaled to the size of that.
With a midget slapped on the end of the neck.
Oh, but they don't have midgets. They have human torsos, but the horse itself is like modern horse size, which they just weren't.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I'm just thinking if you were to make something like that, have a big fucking brewery horse, and then just cut off the head and put a midget on top of the neck.
Oh, I mean, if we could staple a midget to a massive draft horse, I'd be all for that as well, because that'd be hilarious. Look, there's Spot. Pretty sure that's what the dog actually translates as.
Not sure. And dry undead. I just like Skellybobs.
Yeah, Cerebus is related to the Proto-Indo-European Kerberos, which means spotted. So the dog with 3 heads is called Spot.
Tiny testicles and Lilliputian penises.
Yes, Lilliputian.
Peni. He's depriving Justin of all his fun.
Yes. Or Justin's depriving the miniatures of all their fun. What if they do come alive like in Toy Story and stuff like that?
Oh, God.
And the minute all the stuff, the door gets shut, people walk away, and all these miniatures just start screaming because their testicular area has been whipped off it.
Or those ones that have been scratch built start screaming. Thinking, this is not my arm. Where's my arm?
Also good. It'd be like that bit in Toy Story with the hooker.
Yeah, that took some explaining.
Doesn't need any explanation. I don't think so.
If English is not your native language, then yeah, it does need explanation.
But if it's not, then that's just funny. It's just another weird model that's creeping around the place with all the other weird toys that he's cannibalized and Frankenstein together.
A set of Barbie legs with a hook.
Yeah, with a fishing rod.
Was it fishing? I
Yeah.
seem to remember it was something more like along the lines of a vehicle towing equipment. But I might be wrong on that. I can't
No,
remember.
I'm pretty sure it's a fishing rod.
It has been some time since I've last seen that movie.
It's even got the reel on it, so they
Yes.
can reel it in.
You're correct.
That's the fun of fishing. Fishing for things. Anyway, really nice to see the Ray Harryhausen Greco Saga Force ongoing. It'll be fascinating to see where it looks like at the end. Then obviously how it performs on the tabletop, because as fun as it is, it's having to then fit into an army list of some description. And fuck only knows what that army list is going to be.
If only there was a way to ask him.
I mean, if only. But alas, there's no way. He's too far away in a different time zone.
Can't scream that loud into the void.
No, he'll never come across. It's just something we have to leave in the wave behind us. Ah, well.
Shall we go on? Yes, I think so.
Sure, why not?
Scar hand painting. Does he paint more scars on hands?
He does. Yes. Just a quick update. However, you can see the quick update is
massive.
Fucking motherfucking chunk of the Haiti minis, all with their skins done. That's a lot of pink.
And the flying testicles.
And the flying testicles. Like one of Anthony's molded and posted to you. Look at them. They're everywhere. I imagine.
I'd be highly disappointed if the flying testicles don't get some kind of gross hair.
Yeah, well, he's doing it for a commission job for a client, so I can't imagine he will.
People are no fun anymore.
Going, I've done all your stuff, but because some people made a joke about this brain looking like a testicle, I've covered it in a thick, bushy flock. Lovely 6 or 8 mil brown flock. Maybe both. Maybe add a bit of grey in there for novelty as well.
You grab some weird of curly hair wig and just plonk it on.
A merkin. Just find a merkin and stick it straight to your miniature. That would be weird. Oh, could you imagine?
Would it?
Do they even still make merkins?
I'm pretty sure they do. For
Could
people
buy a
who have
merkin.
problem with growing hair.
Yeah, but, really?
I don't know. We should ask Crispin. He probably knows. He's the expert on these things.
I mean, but who? I mean, yeah. These days, so many people shave. The need for. Oh no, there they are on Amazon. No, yeah, there's a whole page of them.
And now your search results will reflect weird stuff.
Oh, it's no weirder than the shit I normally search for anyway. 40 pounds for a very small blonde human hair merkin. Female pubic toupee. With $4.59 delivery on it as well. You rip-off merchants. If I'm paying almost 40 quid for a pubic wig, I want that on Prime. I'm just saying. That doesn't look very realistic at all.
We haven't gone off rails for too long, I feel.
I wouldn't have thought that's off rails at all.
No Prime Day deals on Americans.
No, not that I've seen. Although I'm scanning the page as we speak. Actually, I'm just going to set that to Prime. The cheaper, shittier looking Birkins are available on Prime, but to be brutally honest, would you really wear one of those?
Thankfully, I don't need.
I wonder what that's like as material for doing like hedges and foliage on trees.
Oh, your bocage looks lovely. How did you make him? I bought a merkin and cut it up into strips.
Never going to believe this. I got myself. I'm so reasonably priced.
Oh, God. This gaming table is for adults only.
Make
The
America
shrubberies
great
are
again.
Americans.
Oh, Jill, that is the most amazing fucking cap I've ever seen in my life.
Make America great again. No, I'm not clicking that link.
Oh, it is exactly what you expect. It's that on a red baseball cap. It is time for Tree Fest. That is very true. Damn.
I
And
now
if I
have found my terrain fest. I'm just going to buy American, plonk it down on a piece of cardboard, spray it green, and have it done.
Oh no,
Add some flock.
you'd want to go brown to have the look of branches and twigs, and then just
Oh,
an overlay
yeah.
of
I
flock
stand
on top of
corrected.
that for
I
your
stand corrected.
foliage.
And then some flowery foliage.
Have you seen How I Met Your Mother?
Only in excerpts, so I've never seen the actual TV series.
At one point, they introduce Walter White from Breaking Bad, and he's going through a messy divorce at the time, and he's designing a building for a multinational bank corporation. He wants it made out of pink marble. And it's going to be strong, thrusting into the sky. You know the meme, "That's a penis"?
Yeah.
That comes from that episode where they finally reveal it. But before they get that far, he's telling, they're making the architectural model, and Ted is adding trees to the landscaping the front. And he's going, no, Ted. No, I don't want them green. I want them to be autumnal. I want them to be brown and thicker, bushier, shorter. Can you imagine it? It's like, it's all I can imagine right now. It's like, yes, that is, I think it was Carl Druthers. I think it was his name.
Oh, grand.
You asked for Carl Druthers. I've given you Carl Druthers.
That's a penis.
That's a penis. Anyway.
Pink marble, great, grand.
It's good. It's good times.
Can you throw us now into the void, please?
Nope.
In the vast openness of space.
Tiny headbones. People may know him as the parent of Tinier Headbone.
Still
and
working
Tiniest Headbones.
on the very interesting project of recreating the Dark Star.
And I particularly like this because he's going, I'm not going to say over the top. By the way, you're not currently looking at the project. People are looking at us.
Oh, I'm looking at the project.
There we go. So he has been converting the models to make them more Dark Star Crew-like, up to and including making the tiny little bouncing toy, which is a ridiculous amount of sculpting, including the tiny spring that he's had to find from a watchmaker set and then cut down so he can make the little bouncing thing. This is fucking awesome. There you go, Sergeant Pinback with his brush and his tiny little rat on a spring.
Supplies for camera repair. Great.
Yes. You too must wear eye protection. So breaking over the Brita filter, and he's made the googly eye glasses, the brush, and the tiny little rat-headed spring thing. You know, one of those ones where you push it down
And it
on the
goes
table.
ploing.
I think it was ploying. Yeah, that. So he's made himself that.
It looks a bit like he's got dildos for eyes, but...
Yep. Oh, but that's the comedy bug-eye glasses on springs thing as well. I mean, it's awesome. Everything about it is awesome. Why would you not?
And there's interesting stuff in the background.
Yeah, don't worry about the stuff in the background. Focus on the crazy man with the boingy eyes.
Eye protection must be worn when cutting. Yeah, this can go horribly wrong.
Oh yeah, definitely don't poke them with your eyes. See, look, there's his boinging glasses on the left.
Yeah,
Springs and all.
I had some of those way back when.
Everybody had those. They're
And the
amazeballs.
little fist that came out when you put the scissor-like mechanism to work.
Oh, show off. Oh, never had one of those.
Oh, I only had the cheap ones coming with a comic, but that broke after using
Oh,
it
well,
two
yeah.
or three times.
That is how the magic happens. I love this. I just adore the fact that somebody is attempting to miniaturize the Dark Star,
Yeah,
which
and
is
in
an
the list of
amazingly bad
movies,
film.
he's referencing Rollerball, Silent Running, Soylent Green, Omega Man, Logan's Run.
Yeah, great, amazing Dark Star. I say.
It's Dark Star is a movie that actually can help you unwind greatly. You just have yourself a couple of beers and just sit there and have a laugh. And there's no
Could
reason to
be.
think. There's no reason to. There's no plot
There,
line
there,
to follow.
there, there's plenty of reasons to think. First question is, somebody made this. Why did they make this? And then the second question is, why am I watching this? Especially if it's not your first time. Why am I watching this again?
Maybe if you missed some important bits at the first time.
You missed nothing important in it. Written by the guy who wrote Alien, who then went off and wrote Alien. Alien is just the second draft of the Dark Star script, which is the most frightening part of all of this. It's yeah. I think it's in the Alien box set. There's a documentary about it where they talk about Dark Star at length, and he just goes, "Yeah, no, did that first, and then thought that was a really good idea. We should do that again."
And instead of a big tomato jumping around, there's now a xenomorph lizard
Yes.
type killing
Well,
people.
I mean, they still wanted the big tomato doing all the tomatoey things, but I think they were overwhelmed by Ridley Scott going, you know what we're not going to do? A fucking beach ball, a red beach ball.
So if anybody has too much time on their hands, grab a copy of Aliens, put it into AI, replace the alien with the red tomato beach ball, and then send me the result.
I imagine that'll work very, very well indeed.
Can't be worse.
It was all interconnected because that, if it hadn't been for Dark Star, and then Giger being brought into that, and then while they were doing that, Predator, the post Predator production, where they're going, oh, we've got this alien and it's absolutely horseshit, and then Scott turning around to whoever was the director on Predator, go, yeah, you should get Giger to do that. He's done some mad dog shit for us. It's all interconnected. If it hadn't been for Dark Star, we wouldn't have Predator and we wouldn't have had Alien.
Yeah, Hans Rudi does some very scary artistic work. He's not right in his right mind, I think.
Yeah, very much so.
Especially things like the self-loading baby pistol.
Yes. Ah, well, dead now. Can't hurt us anymore.
You say that. Next thing you know, somebody's finding an old hard drive of his and putting out more artwork.
Oh, I'm pretty sure nothing's saved on hard drives. It'll just be volumes bound in human skin somewhere.
That would be even more scarier.
Well, but on brand though.
Oh, true that.
Yeah.
Mr. Mini Giant.
Yes. He's been painting what can only be described as
more
a fuck ton.
Little ones.
An absolute fuck ton of Slayer pirates. So much so that
Is he trying to get another golden button? I think he got a golden button.
he got a golden button. My favourite part of him getting the golden button was the line, "I got myself a golden button. I didn't think my dwarves would get any attention here." So clearly you've not met Ben.
He didn't pay attention to the dwarf hunter.
Yeah. But what I will say is there's 100... 50 dwarf Slayer pirates in that unit. They are not the only Slayer pirates we have seen so far. These ones have had 3D printed shields added and a bit of conversion work, so they could be used as sort of core force. And I just look at them and I go, awesome, fantastic. Christ, that's a lot of Long Drum Slayer pirates. Where did he get them all? How did he get them all?
I'm going to say eBay.
They would not have been cheap. Like most Dogs of War things, they go for a substantial amount, 10 to 12 pounds per figure.
Maybe this is one of those projects where somebody is secretly just buying up models one at a time when they come up somewhere, and
Possible.
they've collected now over the years a closet full of stuff.
Very possible. Because the Slayer pirates were capped. You couldn't have a unit bigger than 30. So that's clearly not a unit that he bought back in the day, because there was no reason to have half of it, because you couldn't physically field them. You weren't allowed. Couldn't be done.
Play two armies at the same time.
Well, yeah, if you want to play two armies against themselves, go nuts, I suppose.
60 miniatures.
Well, there you go. So literally two units worth, and you can only ever have one unit.
Jesus Christ.
But it's good luck.
It does look very nice. So I think there is a certain repetitive in the sculpts that would have driven me off the cliff.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's
into the deep end.
It's classic. Late 90s, early 2000s. You'd get 3, maybe 4 troop sculpts, and then you get 3 for your command. Although I do notice that Long Drong, I think, is noticeable by his absence in one of the units. Although he does have the double musicianist kicking around. Long Drong's very noticeable because he wears a tricorn hat and has a pigeon on his shoulder. Say pigeon, one of those exotic, colourful pigeons. Like what pirates would wear.
Yeah, it's lost for words.
Yes. Isn't it though?
I think chat has gone to sleep. Or they all are starting to buy stuff on Amazon now since Jill has.
Oh, it could be all about the Americans. We've probably been banned from typing anything else into fucking chat.
Yeah, that's a very high possibility. Or we've just bored them to death.
Could go either way.
Yes.
They all knew the risks. Fuck them. Fuck them and they're stupid assholes.
Send them home with the last one. With the last hurrah. Draconis.
Yes. Silver Bayonet. You'll enjoy this one. There's an Excel spreadsheet in it. Fucking Excel.
I'm not Lloyd. He's the one with a love for trains and stuff.
Well, 2 people have bugged out since you said that, so that's probably correct. Yes, Draconis' delightful set of stuff for the Silver Bayonet. He's been working on both his Monster Hunter Wars, as you can see here, in a very Witch Foundry kind of way. But he also has... Oh yeah, well, there's nothing to be said about a good mutton chop. But he also has a set of 1 or definitely not vampires, 100%, despite the fact that you can't see their face because they've got masks on. Creepy looking fuckers. But the Excel spreadsheet, this is the one that I really appreciate, because there are times where we talk about, oh, you only need 6 models for Silver Bayonet. You only need 8 men for a gang, blah, blah, blah. And then here is the list of all the monsters required
Possible
for
combinations.
any of the scenarios. And therefore, you know, anytime you have to summon a monster, you roll a d20, so they're all fucking feasible. And here's the maximum amount you will require. So, or even the average frequency. I mean, that in and of itself is ridiculous. So, yes, you may only need 6 to 8 models for your warband. That's very low impact. However, you need
11 bandits, 7 bat swarms, 1 black dog, 17 dark wolf, 1
Yeah,
dog head,
yes.
5 forest walkers, 1 forest witch, 3 ghosts, 10 ghouls, 13 giant bats, 8 giant rats, 7 goblins, 13 living scarecrows, 5 mummies, 1 pharaonic mummy, 3 polar bears, 9 revenants, 5 scorpion swarms, 13 skeletons, 12 snake swarms, 1 troll, 6 URIs, whatever that is, 2 vampires,
urinary tract infection.
18 vipers, 2 Ricola, 1 Wendigo, 5 were-jackals, 3 werewolves, and 3 zombie camels.
Yep. So there you go. After a mere 60 additional models, you're ready to rock and roll. You might not need them all. You'll need a fair fuck of them.
You'll never know.
I do like the Revenants. We'd seen the Revenants previously with his kit bashing, but then there's actually the painted versions of them. So they're quite cute.
Ah, the troopers. They do look like Eddie from Iron Maiden.
I mean, there's a reason for that. They are some sort of creeping unknown dead thing wearing a British uniform. So, stovepipe, shako, and off you go, son. Some of them are very bright. They must just have died. Just titty bread, dead today, gone tomorrow.
This doesn't count as terrain, does it?
I wouldn't have thought so, but then I've not seen what you've held up. Oh, Zombie Side. That's by Cool Mini or not, the website for rating people's paint jobs.
Yes.
Yes, thought so.
Tiny miniatures.
You two can have a Sphinx or whatever it is. Isn't it always?
Well, the grave ascending Eddie is just only half the work because it's only half the mini.
Oh dear, what a terrible shame.
Do love those miniatures. If I only had time, talent. Bonk. Yeah, but these are nice little. I still like the drummer beating the drum with the hand of his friend.
Somebody's hand?
Somebody lent him a hand when he lost his drumstick.
I mean, it's a good way of doing it. It's like playing the bongos. They're all looking for brains. I'd like to point out not all of them are from the same regiment, which is a nice touch because the facings are different. So, got that going on. Always important.
Is that on purpose or intentional? We never know.
Oh, I imagine it's intentional. Because you'd have to specifically close one paint pot and get another colour out and do the facings a whole other colour. So, just different bastards being killed up at different times and then brought back from the dead. Bastards.
None of them wearing green though, so there could be a Sean Bean in there.
Well, none of them wearing a rifleman's green jacket. No, there is some people with green facings on them. Could be anyone. Who knows? Plenty to choose from. Yes. fancy stuff.
And I feel we've managed to hold up good, especially come to think of that, you're being tired as fuck, I'm being tired as fuck,
Yes.
and the world is fucked, and Terrain Fest is going, and there's the weeks and different buying decisions.
That was almost a sentence. Certainly, it contained a lot of words.
Did it? I was listening.
Yes. Probably for the best.
I never listen to myself.
I wouldn't.
No good comes from it.
100%.
Most of them sounded like real words. You're too kind, Jill. Way too kind for this world. I'm going to think of things. Oh, I think I've got an idea for Terrain Fest.
Is it the Reichstag?
Nah,
15
somebody else
mil.
is already doing that.
Somebody doing the Reichstag. Mad bastards.
There's still some Legion terrain to be built.
Some Legion terrain before the fire sale happens. Well, teach their own.
Yes,
Get out of the way. Yeah.
Also, was anybody at Spiel? Did Asmodee do a fire sale of the X-Wing stuff now since they've officially canned it?
Henrik was at it. So we could always ask him. Don't know if he'd stopped off at Asmodee though.
I didn't see any large uproars like last time, so I'm guessing they didn't.
Maybe they just didn't say anything.
Not to that degree, at least, I guess. But then again, who cares? I was looking into the face page groups I was in today, and last time I visited X-Wing Community Germany was over a year ago.
Ah,
And
well.
there hasn't been much activity in that group, to
Really?
say the least.
You surprise me. I would have thought that would have been a hiving den of X-winging playeringness. Now that they've absolutely shot the game and then went, yeah, we're not doing any more with it. Who would have thought with the dinosaurs? Huh?
Yeah.
Good job.
I'm still waiting for what's news on the Atomic Mass Games site, because it's Tuesday, so they have their live stream, and there is an update on the battle text, but I haven't read it yet. I'm keeping that for in the next few minutes.
Well, it's good to have a hobby.
Yes.
Right.
So, everybody in chat who's still with us, thanks for being here. If you're new to the channel, you can all go fuck yourselves.
You can't. Go and play in traffic. Remember, suicide is always an option.
Yes, and you all sleep well, especially you, Jerry, and we'll see you again next Tuesday.
Yes.
If it can be helped. Bye!
Tell you what.